Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another Glacial Geek Battle Report. I am Phil, the Glacial Geek, coming to you here from Tier 1 Cards and Games in Anchorage, Alaska, where I will be fighting a 1500-point 8th edition battle between my Deathwatch and Wallace's Space Wolves. So the story that we've got going on here is that on this planet, some of the local the local populace had seen a Wulfen going around, and they thought that it was a Xenos species, aggressive Xenos species, so they called out for help, and thinking that it was a Xenos species that was here, the Deathwatch was sent in to go eradicate them and take them and take care of it. But when they landed, they found the Space Wolves, and the Space Wolves were none too pleased about this and decided that they didn't need the Inquisition finding out information about the Wulfen. So they sent out their force to go try to eliminate the Deathwatch before they could get the information back to the Inquisition. So that's the story that we've got going on here. We are going to be playing the Scouring. So we've got a couple of objectives. There's one under here, one under here, one right here, one under there, and then this one here is the superior, and this one in here is the inferior. So the inferior is worth 1 point, superior is worth 2 points, and 3 points, and everything else is worth 2 points. So that is the setup that we've got going on here. We will come back to you. Before we go any further, let's show you the two armies that are going to be fighting it out.
So for the Deathwatch, I'll be running a battalion detachment. Leading off the detachment, I have a watch captain with a Xeno phase blade. I have a librarian with a force axe, and I have a chaplain with a jump pack. We have a 5-man kill team with 2 frag cannons. We have another 5-man kill team with a black shield with a power sword, 2 Deathwatch shotguns, and 2 Fenris heavy bolters. We have a 6-man kill team with 2 Thunderhammer storm shields, 2 heavy Thunderhammers. The sergeant has a Xeno phase blade, and a Vanguard vet with a power fist and grav pistol. We have 2 Razorbacks with twin assault cannons. We have a Venerable Dreadnought with close combat weapon, heavy flamer, and plasma cannon. And last but not least, we have a Corvus Blackstar with twin las cannons and storm strike missiles. And for the Space Wolves, he'll be running a battalion detachment. Leading it off here, we have Canis Wolfborn. We have 2 6-man and 1 5-man squad of Blood Claws, all armed with chainswords and bolt pistols. We have a Dreadnought with a close combat weapon, storm bolter, and assault cannon. We have a 5-man squad of Wulfen. The leader has Frost Claws. There's a Greater Frost Axe, and there are 3 Thunderhammer storm shields. We have 2 3-man squads of Thunderwolf Cavalry. One squad has 2 power axes and a storm shield, and the other squad has 2 with bolt pistol and chainsword, and a third with a power axe. We have a Predator with twin las cannon and heavy bolter sponsons. And last but not least, we have Logan Grimnar on Storm Rider. So going over deployment here for the Deathwatch. In here in the Razorback here, we have the 5-man squad with the frag cannons and the watch captain. Here we have my Venerable Dreadnought. We have the 5-man squad with the Fenris heavy bolters and the librarian in this one. And inside of here we have the 6-man squad and the chaplain. So that is it for the deployment for these guys. Going over deployment now for the Space Wolves. We've got a group of Blood Claws there and the Wulfen behind them. We've got Thunderwolf Cavalry and Blood Claws. We've got Logan Grimnar, Blood Claws. We've got the Dreadnought and the Predator in the back there. So that is the deployment for the 2 armies. As of right now, I will be going first as the Deathwatch, unless he can seize the initiative. Looking for a 6. No, it does not happen. So we'll come. He's going to spend a command point. Oh, right off the bat. Good call. Looking for it? No, he doesn't get it. Ooh, that's an interesting tactic. I like it. So we'll come back to you after movement phase for the Deathwatch here on turn 1. All right, going over movement phase here for the Deathwatch on turn 1. He stood still. They moved up 12 inches. They moved up 12 inches. And he moved up like 40 some odd inches. He was flying up there. So that is it for the movement phase. There's not going to be a second phase because my Psyker is currently in right there. So we'll come back to you with the shooting phase.
All right, starting off the shooting phase, he is going to fire into his blood claws over there. So I got 12 shots. Hitting on 4s because we moved. Okay. Wow, that was pretty good. All right, strength 6, toughness 4, so wounding on 3s. All righty. So we have 6 wounds. 6 3-ups because it's minus AP -1, but they're in cover. So fails one of them. And this Racerback's going to fire into those blood claws right there. So hitting on 4s because moved. Okay, that's not as good. All right, wounding on 3s. All right, so we got 3 wounds, AP -1, so 4-ups, 3 4-ups. Fails 2 of them. All right, so he is going to fire at the blood claws there. So D3 shots with the cannon. Got 2 shots, hitting on 2s. All right, that's 2 hits. Strength 7, wounding on 3s. We got no wounds. Okay. And now he's going to fire into his dreadnought over there. So we're going to start with the twin las cannons. These are going to be hitting on 4s because he moved. All right, so we got 1 hit. I'm going to spend a command point. All right, so that is 2 hits. Strength 9, toughness 7, so wounding on 3s. That one's cocked. That is 2 wounds. AP -3, so 6-up saves, I believe.
6 ups.
Makes 1 of them. So now D6 wounds. That's cocked. 4 wounds. And now the Storm Strike missiles into him. So we got 2 shots hitting on 4s. Okay, we got 1 hit, strength 8, wounding on a 3. That's a wound, AP -3, 6-up save. Oh, and he's good. All right, so that is it for the Deathwatch turn here. We will come back to you after movement phase for the Space Wolves on turn 1. All right, movement for the Space Wolves here on turn 1. These guys are all coming up here. These guys advanced, he advanced, they advanced, they advanced. They did not advance, so these guys stood back there. He moved up over here, he stood still, and he moved up over this way. So that is it for the movement phase. We will come back to you with the shooting phase. All right, starting off the shooting phase, his Predator is going to fire his las cannons into my Dreadnought and the heavy bolters into my Corvus Blackstar. So we're going to go the 2 shots into here, hitting on 3s. All right, 1 hit, strength, looking for a 3 to wound. That is a wound. Looking for a 6-up. Oh, I saw it. I didn't want it to come. All right, so no. Now D6 wounds. 6 wounds. Brutal. All right, so 6 ups because he's a venerable dreadnought. And I make none of them. Brutal. Yeah, and now the heavy bolter shots are going into him, hitting on 3s. All right. Oh no, hitting on 4s because it's hard to hit. So.
Oh yes.
Yeah. All right, so that's 3 hits. Strength 5, toughness more than that, so 5s to wound. All right, no wounds. And now he's going to fire into him. So we've got the 6 shots from the assault cannon, hitting on 4s.
Rerolling.
Rerolling. For what? Oh, because he's within 6 of him. Sorry, my bad. So looking for 4. All right. So that is 5 hits. Strength 6, looking for 5s to wound. No wounds. Now these guys are going to fire up into here. So they've got 4 bolt pistols and a crack grenade. So we're going to do the 4 bolt pistols hitting on 5s. And then the crack grenade, no. So now these guys are going to fire into here. So we've got 3 shots, or 2 shots, sorry. Hitting on, whatchamacallit, hitting on 3s.
So bolt pistol first.
Bolt pistol, that's a hit.
And crack grenade.
Crack grenade is also a hit. So we'll do the bolt pistol first. Wounding on a, not a 4. And then the crack grenade is not a wound either. And now he's going to fire at him with the storm bolter. 4 shots because he's within 12.
Oh, that's
right. It's rapid fire too. So hitting on 2s, I imagine, right?
Yes.
Yep, so that's 4 hits. Strength 4, wounding on 5s. I got 2 wounds. 2 3-ups. And a Mikabo. Woo! All right, that's it for the shooting phase. Onto the assault phase. He is going to assault into here. So I'm going to fire Overwatch, hitting on 6s. We've got 2 hits. Strength 6. What's his toughness? 1 second. All right, so he's toughness 6, so these are going to be wounding on 4s. We got 1 wound. 1, what's his 2 up? Becomes a 4 up save? No, goes through. And he's got his warlord trait here, so looking for a 6. No, so he does take 1 wound, so he's down to 11, gross. And now his charge distance is 4 inches. And he is in. And now over here, the Thunderwolves are going to charge into him, so hitting on 6s. All right, so I got 1 hit, wounded on a 3. That's a wound, AP -1.
Take a 3 up shield save.
3 up invul save, so he's good. And they also need a 4-inch charge, and they are in. And now the Wulfen are going to charge in. They need about a 4-inch charge as well. And they are also way in. All right, so we're going to start over here with Logan. He's going to attack in. He's got 5 attacks. He's going to be swinging 2-handed, so he's going to be at -1 to hit. So he's going to be hitting on 3s.
Reroll.
Rerolling. Not meant to be. All right, so we got 3 hits, strength 8, so wounding on 3s. What's this one back here? That's all hits, so that's 3 wounds. AP -3, so 3 6-ups. Make 1 of them, so 2 go through. And these are 3 wounds each, so that is down 6 wounds. And now his dogs are going to attack here. So these are 6 attacks, 6 additional attacks. Hitting on 3s.
2s.
Oh, hitting on 2s. All right. Rerolling. All right. Strength 5, so wounding on 5s. No, 1 wound there. AP -1, so a 4-up save. No, failed that. All right, so now we're going to go into the Thunderwolf Cavalry attacking in here. So they've got, the regular guys have 2 attacks. The Sergeant has 3 attacks, but they're within 6 of the Wulfen, so they get an additional attack each. So the Sergeant's going to have 4 attacks. The regular guys are going to have 3 attacks. So now we're going to do the ones with the power axes. So these are going to be 7 attacks coming in here, hitting on 3s. Oh, yeah,
3s.
It's not -1. I don't really. Yep. So hitting on 3s. Strength +2, right?
1.
Strength +1. So these are going to be strength 6 or strength 5? Strength 5. So looking for 5s to wound. All right. Rerolling 1s because of Canis Wolfborn. All right. So that's 2 wounds. AP -2. So looking for 5-up saves. And that one is not. All right. So that's 2 failed wounds. All right, now the guy with the chainsword is going to go. So he's got 4 attacks because of the +1 with the chainsword. Hitting on 3s. All right, wounding on 5s. Got 1 wound. 3-up save. No, failed that.
I was given them the +1.
Yeah, and now we've got the dogs are going to be attacking in here. So 1 model is within 6 of Canis Wolfborn, which means that he gets +1 tooth and claw attack. So now that means that's 4 for him. 3 for these other guys, so 10 attack. Yeah, 10 attack, 4 and 3. So we got 10 attacks coming in here, hitting on 3s. All right, rerolling 1s, right?
No.
No.
It's 2 wound rolls.
Oh, it's 2 wound rolls 1. All right. So now we've got these are now going to be strength 5, so wounding on 5s. Okay, so we got 2 wounds. AP -1, so 2 4-ups, and I make 1 of them. All right, so now the Wulfen are going to attack. We're going to go with the Thunderhammers first. So we've got 3 guys with Thunderhammers, so these are going to be 9 attacks coming in here. Hitting on 4s. All righty. All right, strength 10, so wounding on 3s. Okay, we got 1 wound.
Spending a command point.
Spending a command point to reroll that. All right, so that's 2 wounds. AP -3, so 6-ups. Nope, failed both of them.
6.
So it's just 6 wounds, so it is dead. Does it explode? Whoa, get back here. Yes, it does. So we're going to figure this one out. All right, so they took 1 wound. They took 3, so 1 of their guys is dead. They took 1, but they have the feel no pain thing, so they were good. And they took 3, so 3 of those guys dead. And then when they disembarked, 1 guy died, and the disembarking, I guess, maybe tripped as it is exploding. So that is it for, I think that's it for the Space Wolves' turn here. Oh, we got a morale test because they lost 3 guys in their turn. So, so 3 plus 4, they're good. So 7, right? 7's good. Yeah, so they're good. All right. So that is it for the Space Wolves turn here. We will come back to you after movement phase for the Deathwatch here on turn 2. All right, movement phase for the Deathwatch. These guys kind of stood still. He just moved around back there. He moved up over this way. He fell back from here after these guys disembarked. These guys disembarked from here, and then he moved over to this way, and that is it. So that is it for movement phase. We'll come back to you with the psychic phase. All right, psychic phase. So first he is going to cast smite onto these guys since they're closest. Looking for 5. Does not go off. I'm going to spend a command point. All right, then it goes off. All right, so D3 mortal wounds. 1 mortal wound. And now he's going to try to cast Null Zone. So looking for an 8. That does go off. So that means that everyone within 6 inches can't take invul saves. So sounds good. That's it for second phase. On to the shooting. Yeah. So he's going to start by firing into them. So we're going to go with the heavy flamer first. D6 hits. 6 hits. I'll take that. Strength 5, toughness 5. So looking for 4s to wound. So that is, wow, really good. That is 4 wounds, AP -1. So 4 +1 because they're in cover. So 4 3-ups. Fails one of them. And now the plasma cannon, D3 shots. That's 2 shots. Hitting on 3s because he moved. All right, that's 2 hits. Wounding on 3s. So that is 1 wound. AP -3, +1, so down to a 5-up. Oh, and he's good. All right, so we're gonna do shooting here. The frag cannons are gonna use the frag version, so the non-solid shot version. So now we've got 2d6 for each of them. So we got 4d6 coming here from between the two. So that's 9, 10, 11, 12. We'll come back to you with that. All right, 12 hits, strength 6, so wounding on 4s. All right, so we've got 5 wounds, AP -1, so 5 4-ups. Fails 2 of them, all right. And now he's got 2 6-ups because of his warlord trait. No, fails those 2. All right, so now the guys with the bolters are going to fire into him with the vengeance round, so AP -2. He's still got a 4-up invul, so the Kraken would have been the same, but whatever. So we got 6 shots between them, hitting on 3s. Re-rolling 1s because of the captain there. All right. These are now wounding on 5s. I got 2 wounds, so 2 4-ups. Fails 1. 6-up. No, so he takes another wound. All right, so now these guys are going to fire into here. So we're going to use we're going to do the Infernus heavy bolters first. So we got the heavy flamer portions first. So there's 2 of them in there. So 2d6 hits. We got 7 hits. I'm actually going to spend a command point. Okay, that's what I get for that. So 7 for that. Strength 5, toughness 5 or 4? 4. So looking for 3s to wound. Okay. So that's 3 wounds, AP -1, +1 because they're in cover, so 3 4-ups because they can't take their invul save because of the null zone. All right, so that's takes 1 wound, and it's now he takes a 5-up invul save. Nope, it goes through. And now the shotgun is going to fire into there. So it's assault 2. We're going to use the Xeno Purge slug. So 2 shots hitting on 3s. All right, 2 hits. Strength 4, wounding on 4s. Got 2 wounds, AP -1. So 2 4-ups. Ooh, fails 1. So that's going to be 2 damage. So 2 5-ups. Makes 1 and takes 1. All right. He's going to spend a command point to re-roll that one. So looking for a 5-up. No. All right, he's going to fire his pistol, grav pistol into him. So hitting on a 3. Nope. All right, now the captain is going to shoot into him with the Kraken rounds. With the vengeance rounds, I'm sorry. So 2 shots hitting on 3. All right, 1 hit. Strength 4, toughness 7, looking for a 5. No, nothing there. My captain's gonna fire his pistol into him with his with the vengeance round, hitting on a 2. Okay, really? Oh, rerolling once because he's himself. Thank God. Okay, wounding on a 5. No, nothing there. And the chaplain's gonna shoot into him, hitting on a hitting on a 3. That's a hit. Wounding on a 5. That's not a wound. All right, so he's gonna fire his 2 las cannons into Logan, and he's gonna fire the 2 storm strike missiles into them, into that guy. So here we go, 2 shots with the las cannons, hitting on 3s. Oh, hitting on 4s because they moved. Rerolling 1s because of the auspex. Okay, not meant to be. So 1 hit, wounding on a 3. That's a wound. AP -3, so it's a 4-up invul save. No, it goes through. So this is going to be D6 wounds. 6 wounds, brutal. 6 ups because of his warlord trait. No, it doesn't make any of them. And now the storm strike missiles are gonna fire into his predator. So 2 shots, hitting on 4s because he moved. I got 1 hit. Wounding on a strength 8, so wounding on a 3. That is a wound. AP -3. So 6-up save. Oh, and he does it. Now my librarian's gonna shoot into his space wolves there. So 1 shot hitting on a 3. Nope, nothing there. All right, that's it for shooting onto the assault phase. These guys are going to multi-charge into his dreadnought and his predator here. So Overwatch here. What are you gonna start with?
Las cannons.
Las cannons hitting on 6s. Okay, now we've got the heavy bolters from him too.
Yep.
So 6 shots hitting on 6s. No, nothing there. And then we've got the assault cannon from over here. That one's cocked. All right, so we got 1 hit, wounding on a 3. No, and then we've got the storm bolter, so 4 shots from him. 4 shots. So it's 2 hits, but another 2. All right, so that's 2 hits, wounding on 4s. Got 1 wound. 1 3-up save. He's good. So now their charge distance. 5 inches, sounds good. And now my chaplain is gonna charge into his dreadnought there. And he is in. And now he's gonna charge into these guys over here. So 2 bolt pistol shots hitting on, not those, looking for a 6-inch charge. Oh, I'm gonna spend a command point, am I? No, I'm gonna hold on to my command point. I was debating whether to do that charge anyway. So that is it for the charges. We'll come back to you with the fight phase. All right, so we're gonna activate the chaplain first. He's got 3 attacks hitting on 2s. All right, re-rolling because of himself. All right, strength +1, so strength 5, looking for 5s to wound. We got 2 wounds, AP -1, so 2 4-ups. I makes them both. All right, now he's going to spend the 2 command points to activate him. He's going to go into my chaplain here. So he's got 4 attacks hitting on 3s. All right, so you got 3 hits. Wounding on 2s. Oh, making 1. 4-up invul save. He's good. All right, so now this squad's going to activate. They are going, first we're going to activate him into his dreadnought there. So he's got 2 attacks hitting on 4s because it's -1 to hit with the whatchamacallit. All right, re-rolling because of the chaplain. Okay, not meant to be. Strength ×2, so wounding on a 3. I'm going to spend a command point on that. That's a wound. AP -3, so 6 up. Oh, what? All right, so now the heavy thunderhammers are going to attack into here. So we got 4 attacks between the 2 of them, hitting on. These are going to be hitting on 4s. All right, re-rolling. This doesn't get to re-roll because it would technically be a hit. Re-rolls happen before that. So re-rolling this one though because of the chaplain. All right, so that's 3 hits. Strength. Whoa, was it ×2? I think. Yes. Yep, strength ×2. So wounding on 3s. All right, so that's 2 wounds. One of them is going to be at damage 6, so we need to work this out. 2 separate rolls here. So we'll do the one that's a 4. So looking for a 6-up. That does, and then the one that's a 6. No, so that is 6 damage onto him. All right, so now the guy with the thunderhammer is going to attack in here. We got 2 attacks hitting on 4s. All right, re-rolling because of the chaplain. Okay, strength wounding on a 3. That's a wound. AP -3, 6 up. No, that goes through, so D3 wounds. 2 more wounds. Sorry, the Thunderhammer was down, was just 3 damage straight up. So now the Power Fist from the Vanguard vet's gonna attack. So we got 2 attacks, hitting on 4s. All right, 2 hits. Wounding on 3s. That is 1 wound. 6 up. No, goes through. This is D3 wounds. 3 wounds, so he is going to be dead. Does he explode? No, he does not. And that is it for the Deathwatch turn here on turn 2. So we'll come back to you after movement phase for the Space Wolves on turn 2. All right, movement phase for the Space Wolves. The Wulfen ran over to this way. These guys have all circled around this group over here. He jumped up onto the objective over there. These guys circled around these guys over here. Logan's moving over this way. He's locked in combat, and these guys have shuffled over this way. And that is it for the movement phase. So we'll come back to you with the shooting phase. Starting off, he's going to shoot a bolt pistol into these guys, hitting on a 4. That's a hit. Wounding on a 4. That's a wound. 3 up save. No, dead. All right, Canis Wolfborn's going to throw a grenade into them. That's, is it a hit? Yep. No, not a hit. And these guys are going to fire in here with 2 bolt pistols and a crack grenade. So 2 bolt pistols, 1 hit, wounding on a 4. That's a wound. 3 up save. Nope. And now the crack grenade into them. That's a hit. That is a wound. AP -3, right? I think, or AP -2. So it's AP -1. AP -1. So looking for a 4 up. Nope. Now these guys are going to fire into the veteran over there. So hitting on a 3.
Crack grenade.
Crack grenade. Hitting on a 3. That's a hit. Wounding on a 3. That's a wound. 4 up. Now these guys are going to fire into here. So we've got the 4 shots from the bolt pistols hitting on 4s. All right, 2 hits. Wounding on 5s. Oh, that is what? Whoa. What the hell was that? All right, I believe that is cocked. I think even the nastiest people on the internet are going to agree on that one. All right, so that is 1 wound. 3 up save. No. Okay. And now crack grenade hitting on a 5. No, that's a no, or 4. No. That's it for shooting. These guys now are going to charge into these guys. They are in. And now Logan's going to charge both the chaplain and these guys. All right, he is in. And now these guys are going to charge into here. So we got 12 shots from the twin assault cannon hitting on 6s. All right, so we got 2 hits. Wounding on 3s. Okay, we got 1 wound.
Make it.
And he makes it. He actually had a guy that was out of cover over here, so that -1 meant that was a fail. And they charged in, so the rest of them make it. So now these guys are going to charge into here. Overwatch with the pistol. Nope. And then your charge distance is totally in. Now these guys are going to charge into him. They are in. And now these guys are going to charge into here, so we're going to go Overwatch with the heavy flamer. D6. 4. So that's 4 wounding on 3s. All right, so we got 2 wounds, AP -1, 2 3-ups, makes them. And then the plasma cannon, D3 shots, 3 shots, hitting on 6s. I'm not gonna supercharge it, so I'm looking for 6s. Oh, good thing I didn't. So your charge distance, they are totally in. So now, Logan Grimnar is gonna activate, and he's gonna attack into the chaplain over there. So, he's swinging with 2 hands, so -1 to hit. Alrighty.
Rerolls.
Rerolls because he's him. Alrighty, so that's 3 hits. Wounding on 2s, because it's strength times 2, right?
Yep.
Yep, so that's 3 wounds. So 3 4-up invul saves. Come on, baby. Make these ones. Okay, make 1 of them. What is it, AP?
3 wounds.
Oh, 3 wounds, yeah. So, yeah, he's dead. All right, so I spent my 2 command points to activate this squad now. So what we're going to have is Thunderhammer and Storm Shield into him. Thunderhammer, Storm Shield into him. Heavy Thunderhammer into him. Heavy Thunderhammer into him. Then we've got the Sergeant with the Xeno Phase Blade into them, and the Vanguard Vet with the Power Fist into them. So we're going to start with the Thunderhammer into them. Hitting on 3s. Oh, hitting on 4s. All right, 1 hit. Not getting reroll because my chaplain is dead. So this is wounding on a 3. No wound. And now the heavy Thunderhammer is going into him. That's cocked. All right, 1 hit. That's a wound. AP -3. Nope, so that goes through D6 damage. Because that wasn't a 6, right? No, D6 damage. 6 damage, all right. Does he explode? No, he does not. Now, Thunderhammer into Logan Grimnar there. 2 attacks, hitting on 4s. All right, 1 hit. Wounding on a 3. No. Heavy Thunderhammer. 2 hits. Wounding on 3s. That's 2 wounds.
2 4-ups.
2 4-ups. He fails 1.
I'm going to spend my last command.
He's going to spend his last command point on that. He makes it.
That's too high.
All right, so now the Sergeant's going to attack into the Blood Claws over here. 3 attacks, hitting on 3s. All right. Wounding on a 4. That's a wound. AP -3. Oh, good. And now the Power Fist from here, hitting on 4s. All right, that's 2 hits. Wounding on 2s. That's 2 wounds. 6 ups. Makes 1 of them. All right, so now he's going to activate the Blood Claws over here. So we've got 4 guys that are left there. They've got...
1 for +1 on the charge?
+1 on the charge because of the Blood Claws. And then they have +1 because they all have chain swords. So that's going to be... we're going to have... What is that? 4 attacks... Or 3 attacks each, right?
Yeah, and 4
so,
on the Sergeant.
And 4 on the Sergeant guy. So that's going to be hitting on... What? Hitting on 3s?
Rerolls because of...
Yep. Rerolling because of Logan Grimnar there. Oh, there's another one there. All right. Wounding on 4s. All righty. So that is 5 wounds. 5 3-up armor saves. I failed 3 of them. So now over here, he's going to activate the squad on the right there. So we're going to go with the power axes first. Hitting on 3s. All right. Wounding on not 1s. Rerolling because of Canis Wolfborn. So that's 1 wound. AP -1. Yeah.
2.
Oh, AP -2. So looking for a 5-up. Nope. And now the guy with the chainsword. All right. Wounding on 4s. All right. 2 wounds. 2 3-ups. Really? And now the teeth and claws are going into there. So hitting on 3s. Alrighty. Wounding on 3s. Rerolling 1. Alright, so that's 2 wounds. 2 3-ups. And he's dead. Womp womp. And now these guys are going to attack into here. So we've got the... what are we going to do with the Thunderhammers first? Yes. So the 2 Thunderhammers there. Oh, 300 Thunderhammers. I'm sorry. Forgot that. All right. So hitting on 3s.
4s.
Oh, hitting on 4s. Sorry, because of the Thunderhammers. Wow. Wounding on 3s. All right. So 1 reroll. All right. So that is 6. 6 ups. Make 1 of them, so 5 go through. So that's 5, 3 wounds each, right? So that's 15 wounds. So 5, 10. We're just going to do 10 first. No, screw it. We're going to do all 15.
The 14 6-ups.
All right. 15 6-up saves. If I can see these, he's got 2 wounds left. I made 3 of them, but that means he's still dead. Does he explode though? No, he does not. All right, so now these guys are going to activate over here. So we got four attacks each because they actually got the Curse of the Wulfen coming into effect over here because they're blood claws, so it's within 12 inches. So these are all going to be
4 base guys.
4 and then 5 for the sergeant. All right, so hitting on 3s. All righty. All right, wounding on 5s. Oh, what? Who does that? And there's a 4 in there. So that's 2, 4, 6, 7 wounds. Oh my god. Oh my god. 7 3-up saves. And I failed exactly 3 of them. So he is dead. If he hadn't died to that pistol shot. Does he explode? Whoa, that's cocked. No, he does not. All right, that's it for the fight phase. They have to take a leadership test. So, they lost 3 guys, and they're good. All right, so we'll come back to you after a movement phase for the Dark Angels here on turn, whatchamacallit, turn 3. All right, movement phase for the Deathwatch here. He stood back there. These guys moved up, and he dropped into hover mode right over there. So that is it for the movement phase. We will come back to you with the shooting phase. All right, so this squad is going to activate. They're going to fire everything into him, except for him. He's going to fire his the frag rounds into him. So we're going to start off here with the frag cannon firing to him within half range. So that's 2 shots hitting on 3s. All right, 2 hits, strength 9, wounding on 3s. That's 2 wounds, 2 4-up invul saves. He makes them both. And now the guys with the bolters are going to fire into him. So it doesn't matter if it's Vengeance or Kraken, either which way. Minusing 1 to the AP. So 5 shots hitting on 3s. All right, wounding on 5s. I needed that roll right now. All right, I'll take 3. So 3 wounds. 4 up. That one's cocked. Yeah, reroll that. All right, so he takes 1 wound. 6 up because of his leadership. No.
Attacks.
All right, so now his pistol is going to fire into him because they've got the Vanguard vet in there. They can fire even though they fell back. So he's going to be hitting on a 3. That's a hit. Wounding on a 5. Oh, couldn't have stayed. Sorry, I forgot about the frag rounds in there. So 2d6 hits. So that's 7 hits. So that's 5, 6, 7. Wounding on 3s. Alrighty. So that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wounds. 5 minus 1. So it's 5 4-ups.
So 2 4-ups at a time because these guys are in cover.
Okay, so he's going to do 2 at a time here. Alright, so 1 is dead. 2 are dead. So now that's, what is that? That was 3, so you've got 2 left. 2 3-ups. Alright, those are good. Alright, so he's going to fire his 2 las cannons into him and the 2 Stormspear missiles into them. Storm Strike missiles into them. So we're going to go with the las cannons into Logan first. 2 shots, hitting on 3s. Rerolling 1s because the Auspex. Okay, not meant to be. 1 hit. Wounding on a 3. Come on! I needed that so bad! And now the 2 Storm Strike missiles are firing into them. Hitting on 3s. That's 2 hits. Strength 8, so wounded on 3s. We got 2 wounds. AP minus 2. So 2 5-ups. Nope, they both go through. So 1 second. And that's both of them dead. All right, that's it for shooting. These guys are going to charge into these guys over here. So, crack grenade, Overwatch. Nope, and then pistol, Overwatch. Is 4. That's a wound. Don't do this to me. Okay, good. All right, so I need a 5-inch charge to make it in here. And they are in, but barely, but in. All right, so here we go. These guys here are going to activate in the fight phase into them. So the sergeant has 3 attacks. Everyone else has 2 attacks. These are going to be hitting on 3s. All righty. All right, these are now going to be wounding on 4s. All right, so you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 saves to make. 5 3-ups. And failed 2, so they are dead. All right, and that is it for the Deathwatch turn here on turn 3. So we'll come back to you after a movement phase for the Space Wolves on turn 3. Movement phase for the Space Wolves. He stood still. These guys advanced up this way. He just moved up that way. These guys moved up this way. He's moving around this way. These guys moved up there, and that is it for the Space Wolves. So we will come back to you with the shooting phase. These guys are going to start us off by shooting into that squad there. So we got 3 bolt pistols hitting on 3s. Oh, hitting on 4s, right? Because it's the Bloodfang. Rerolls because of being that close to Logan. So wounding on 4s. Nope. And then the crack grenade on a 4. That's a hit. Wounding on a 3. That's a wound. 4. I'm going to go put it on the guy with the storm shield. So 3 up, invul save. He's good. Storm bolter from him into them. So 4 shots hitting on 2s, wounding on 4s. Oh, it's only hitting on, yeah, hitting on 2s, right, friend? Yeah. Wounding on 4s. That one's cocked. Yep. So 3 wounds. 3 up saves. And they're good. Woo! So that's it for shooting onto the assault phase. These guys are going to charge into my my vet squad there. So I'm going to overwatch with the grav pistol, hitting on a 6. Nope. So your charge distance is totally in. Now Logan Grimnar is going to charge into them, and he is totally in. So these guys are now going to charge into them. So we're going to fire with the frag cannons first. So 2d6 from each of them. Oh, okay, so that's 10, 14 hits. All right, so 14 hits, wounding on 3s. One's cocked. So is this one. All right. All right, so that's going to be 11 wounds. We'll come back to you with the saves. All right, so he's going to have 11 3-ups. Most of them are going to be the invul saves, but then the last guy's going to be his leader, who's back here, but he's going to be in cover. So his 4-up save is going to become a 3-up save. So we're just doing 11 3-ups. Ooh, okay. And then these get 5-ups. Fail 4 of them, so that's 2 dead. And then the rest of them are going to fire with the vengeance round. So we've got 6 shots here, hitting on 6s. Nope, nothing there. So their charge distance is totally, woo, that's in. So now Canis Wolfborn is going to charge in there. He needs a 9-inch charge, and he's in. All right, so first we're going to go with Logan Grimnar. So he's going to go hitting on 4s, is it? Because he's, or is it 3s?
Gonna be 6 attacks.
6 attacks, hitting on 3s. Alrighty, re-rolling because of himself. All right, so that's 4 hits. Strength 8, so wounded on 2s. All right, so that's 2 wounds. 2 AP minus 3. Is it AP minus 3? Oh, he's within 6. He has to re-roll those ones because of Canis. All right, that was cocked. Yeah, that was cocked. All right, so that's 4 wounds. AP minus 3, so 4 6-ups. Oh no, I'm gonna take him on the storm shield first. So 3-ups one at a time, of course, and then 6-ups. Yeah, they're dead. All right, so now we're gonna activate the Wulfen. So the Thunderhammer first, hitting on 4s. All right, wounding on 2s. All right, that is 3 wounds, 3 6-up saves. Failed them all. And now his leader there, he's got 4 attacks, hitting on 3s. All right, wounding on strength, what is it?
It's gonna be strength 6.
6, so wounding on 3s.
Rerolls.
With rerolls?
Oh,
because of the claws. All right, so that's 4 wounds. AP minus what? 2. AP minus 2, so 4 5-ups. I made 2 of them, so that means those other 2 guys are just dead. All right, so that is the end of the Space Wolves turn here on turn 3. So we'll come back to you after movement phase for the Deathwatch on turn 4. All right, we actually forgot the Wulfen actually lost 2 guys there, so there you have to take a leadership test. Looking for, he's looking for not a 6, I'm looking for a 6. No, they're good. All right, so movement phase, he's still in hover mode, dropped over this way. He stood where he was, and that is it for the movement phase. So we'll come back to you with the shooting phase. Start off the shooting phase, he's gonna fire his 2 last cannons into Logan over here. So 2 shots, hitting on 4s because he moved. All right, re-rolling 1s because the Auspex. All right, so that's 1 hit. Wounding on a 3. Come on, I just won 1. All right, now Storm Strike Missile is going to fire into him. That's a hit. Wounding on a 2. That's a wound. And -3, right? So he is dead.
+1 recovered.
+1, yeah, -3.
That's 5 up.
5 up? Is it a 5 up? Oh,
It's a 3.
yeah, he's freaking okay. And now the other Storm Strike missile is going to fire into the Wulfen over there. That is not a hit. All right, and that is it for the Deathwatch turn here on turn 4. So we will come back to you after movement phase for the Space Wolves. All right, movement phase for the Space Wolves. They moved up over this way. He's moving up over this way. They stayed onto the objective there. They moved onto the objective there. He's going to take out my warlord, or trying to, and then that guy over there is staying on his objective. So moving on to the shooting phase, these guys are going to fire into there. So we've got the 3 bolt pistols and a crack grenade. Bolt pistols hitting on 5s because it's hard to hit. Oh, it's not airborne. I forgot he's. Yeah, you're right. All right. So re-rolling because of Logan. So these are wounding on strength 4. So wounding on 5s. All right, no wounds there. And then the crack grenade is not a hit. Re-rolling though is not a hit. Oh yeah, is a hit. Sorry, because it's not airborne. And strength 6. That's not a wound. And now Stormbolter into them. All right, that's 4 hits. Wounding on 5s. That one's cocked. Got 2 wounds, 2 3-ups. Failed them both. Got 3 bolt pistols from here into here, or 2 bolt pistols in here. Hitting on 3s. Wounding on 5s. No. And he's gonna throw a crack grenade, so hitting on a 5. It's a hit. Wounding on a 3. No wound. So that's it for the shooting phase. These guys are going to charge into him first. So Overwatch, I've got the las cannons first. On 6s, re-rolling 1s because of Auspex. Nope. And then the 2 Storm Strike missiles. Re-rolling 1s. Hey, that's a hit. Wounding on a 2. That's a wound. AP -3. Really? I can't make 3-ups and you can make 6-ups? Oh my god. Alright, we'll come back to you with his charge distance. And his charge distance coming in over here. Oh yeah, he is way in. And then Logan's gonna charge in there. He is also in. And now he's gonna charge into him, so I'm gonna fire with the Vengeance round. Hitting on a 6. Hey, that's a hit. Wounding on a 5. That's a wound. AP -2.
So 5 up.
So 5 up. What does this world come to? And his charge distance is solely in. All right, so he is gonna go first. So we got 5 attacks, hitting on 2s. All right, re-rolling because doesn't he get to re-roll? Oh, it's wounds. Re-rolls wounds. I'm sorry. So now he's strength. What is it? Strength
5.
Strength 5. So wounded on 3s. All right, so that is re-rolls these. All right, so that is 4 wounds. 4 AP. What is it?
-2.
-2. I think. 1 second. All right, so it's a -2, but I've got a 4-up invul saves. Really? Really? All right, he's down to 1 wound. What? And now his dog gets to go, hitting on 2s, right? All right. All right, just 1 wound, 1 hit. Strength 5, right? Or 2 hits. Sorry, strength 5. Wounding on 3s. It's 2 wounds. AP what? -1. So 4-up saves. Cocked. Come on, don't do this to me. Stay alive. Nope. And he's dead. And that is Slay the Warlord. All right, now Logan's going to attack in here. So here come his attacks.
Swinging with 2 hands. Like
2 hands. So hitting on 3s, right? Re-rolling. All right, so that's 4 hits. Strength 10. So wounded on 3s. Oh, strength 8. Still wounded on 3s. All right, so that's 3 wounds. AP what?
-3.
AP -3. So looking for 6-ups. Nope, none of them made it. All those saves would have saved him, but they didn't save him. So it's how many much damage is that? 9 damage. Oh, gross. And now his wolves get to go in. So 4 attacks, hitting on 2s. So that's 4 hits. Strength 5, so wounding on 5s. We got 2 wounds. 2 -1, so 2 4-ups. Make 1 of them. And now his blood claws are going to attack in here, hitting on 3s. All right, pretty good. Rerolling because of Logan. All right, really good. These are now going to be wounding on 5s. That one's cocked. All right, so that is 1, 2, 3, 4, right? 4 wounds.
5 wounds.
4.
Sorry.
4, yeah, 4 wounds. So 4 wounds, looking for 3 ups. And I failed another one, down to 1 wound, so I'm still alive. And now I get to attack back into Logan. 1 attack, hitting on a 6. No, the opposite. That seems, yeah, I wish I could get the Auspix. Yes, that is an appropriate way to end this one with, yeah, with a severe Space Wolves victory. Yeah, that really, fell apart on me after a while there. I felt good. I was like, oh, I think this is good. I think I've got the kill teams where I need them to be. I felt like this one was gonna die pretty hard, but I thought these guys over here were gonna do well, like clearing out over this area. Yeah, no. So that was a decisive victory by the Space Wolves here to come back and just punch them in the face. So I guess the secret of the Wulfen is kept for another day, and the Inquisition are none the wiser. So, yeah, I hope you guys all enjoyed that. I certainly did. I have been Phil, the Glacial Geek, as always. My opponent's been Wallace, and until next time, have fun.